maximum you could ask for a day would be 10,000, but even then, like to us that seems like stretching it. I personally would say I strongly advise you not to have a request for $10,000 max loss. But again, like we can have a discussion about that. And in terms of buying power capital, we have traders that are very relatively small that use 2 million in buying powers because we're pretty much a hedge fund, which means we have like almost unlimited amount of buying power. Really, it entirely depends on what you do and how many shares you trade and on what type of stocks you do. Because we have a guy as an example that has about like maybe 100 to 200,000 dollars with us, and he sends basket orders on the open for about like $250 million. But basically, do you know about the auction in the market in the morning at 9:30? Oh, yeah. And that actually is something that I started showing it to Joseph because it's rather useful. But on here, you have the imbalance monitor, and if you look at the number, like I don't have the data on my account personally, but if you look at the number, you can see how many on the overall market there is for the close, how many orders shares there is on the buy side, 243,000, and add two zeros to those two numbers, and that gives you the number of shares on the entire market. So basically, at the end of each close, at 9:30 in the morning, each stock has an open on an auction, and basically they determine. Let's say the price is at $10. They're going to look, well, there's 20,000 buys and there's 10,000 sells for the auction. So they're going to say, all right, well, how about if we put the price at, let's say, $12? How many buy is there? How many sell is there? If 10,000 flat on both sides, well, the auction is going to open at $12. And anyone who had, buys at, let's say, $10 is going to get their order canceled because they're not, they were too low. So it's a balancing thing that happens every every day at the morning and at the close, and it's a good indicator to actually figure out if what's going on the market too.
Okay.
And you can participate in those auctions if you want. And basically, that's the strategy that other guy I was telling you about. He sends like $200 million of buying power on like 10,000 different stocks, and he gets filled on maybe 1%.
Okay. So for me, like for example today, AMC, scalping, try to figure out where the major support and resistance levels, and I would, short or long certain levels. I rely on the support and resistance as well as the simple moving average, 10 and 20 specifically, and I would just, catch a couple of maybe 25, 50 cent, sometimes a dollar move on the stock depending on my conviction. And I'm in and out with typically with scalping too is we go a little bit heavy on the position like right at entry and then we scale out. We on AMC I think my biggest position was, let me take a look here. AMC roughly about 5,000 shares. Yeah, 5,000 shares. I mean, I've gone bigger. I just opened up that LLC account, so I'm only have a $50,000 account versus my regular size account with 250,000 on there. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So, right. Yeah, that would definitely kill the momentum. Okay. So is it so per share wise? Because I do a little bit of volume on my trading. Like today, I did almost 250,000 shares in volume. Just in and out. Um, what does your commission or fees look like on per share? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Right. The zeros. Yep. Yep. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, because most of my trade is well, all of my, because I have hot buttons, right? And they're limit orders, but they're typically plus 1 penny or minus 1 penny. Depending if I'm buying, it's a plus 1 penny on the bid, and then if I'm selling, is minus one on the ask. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. 50 cents per thousand. Okay. Mhm. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So the $1 per thousand is that's in effect. So 500,000 and below, 500,000 shares per day and below. Okay. Okay. That's definitely enticing because right now DOS charges me 0.002 per share. So $2 per thousand. Correct. Yes. Mhm. Right. Mhm. 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 Yeah, yeah, I'm aware of that. On top of the regular per share fees, you have your broker fees and all that stuff. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Yeah, I don't prefer holding anything overnight anyway. Oh yeah, the uncertainty of the war and all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, that's actually something that I normally do is I don't try to do anything post market, but pre market I do pretty well, to be honest with you, just because I catch all the gap up runners with news, and then I tend to flip short on them at the open. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that would actually suck if that executed, especially a limit order at a higher price. Okay. Oh yeah, it wipes out your profit. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to the auction again. Just trying to get it understand. So these are trades available for me to take, or can you go over that again? Mhm. 15 minutes before the auction? Okay. Mhm. 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 So getting that much shares. Okay. Okay. I see. So who decides to? So if the current price is 41.4 and I have a order at 41.20, and you're saying I can get filled at 41.20. Okay. So th- yeah. So is this basically what's happening when I see like big long wicks on these candles sometimes randomly? Yeah, I see that all the time. Yeah, it'll be like a massive wick. I do. Uh-huh. Mhm. Wow. Wow. That's auction price. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of these wicks, it'll show you a down wick or an up wick, whichever direction, and then the market tends to go in that direction. It's kind of like I'm like wondering what the heck does that mean? Okay. Mhm. Right, right. Just make them think twice. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That definitely sounds something like I'd want to learn more and get a better understanding on these, the imbalance, the dark pool, especially seeing the orders from the hedge funds. Like as a retail traders with traditional, platform and brokerage, we don't see any of that hidden information. And I mean, I feel like we're there. I coach too on my Discord, and I have over 150 students in here, paid members, and I coach them on a daily. They watch my screen live and whatnot, and they're starting to see some results. And these are people off the street, that never thought about day trading. Wow, because you saw some movement on it. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. How much of a pullback do you normally wait for like a parabolic move like that, like DWAC, before you cover? Mhm. Yep. Okay. So the 50% pullback. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Right. Mhm. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that you just confirm everything of my suspicions in regards to hedge funds and large traders manipulating a stock. Like what you just said right there is I've had a thesis about it, but I had no evidence that it was that's what's exactly happening. I can just see it on the chart that it's manipulated. Right. Okay. Yep, I'm watching it. I heard of it, but I don't know the whole logistic behind it. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Right. Position. Mhm. Mhm. Because you're buying up all the order. Because your size could be like a million shares, and it just shows 300. Mhm. Eats it up. Yeah. Yeah. Because I know another trader that will short a stock and halt it down and scare off all the buyers. So that's similar to what you're saying basically. Uh-huh. Mhm. 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 Gotcha. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy because like I already used the all the limit price and all that stuff, and also I only show one on my all of my orders. I don't show because as you can see I do a lot of volumes. Um, Sometimes I'll get up to like 20 to 50,000 shares in any one trade I'm comfortable with. 50,000, yeah, yeah, I'd be comfortable with 50,000 shares. I don't deploy them all like all the time, but if I decide to scale in a position that's working well, I'll build up a position. So the imbalance, is that basically just is that the spread you're talking about, or is that like, okay, I see. Okay. So you're saying if it's imbalance, it's likely to come down? Right. Okay. And then as far as the amount of shares that's posted right there, that's throughout the market, or is this specifically for one? Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. I didn't know Arca had their own. Interesting. Hmm. I did not know that. I thought it was just Nasdaq and NYC. NYSE. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I guess the next question is, how do I get started, and how fast could I get rolling? Okay. I can, let's see, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. We can start working on documents and try to get the funds in by the end of the week, and we'll get rolling by Monday. Okay. Right. Yeah, that I'm okay. I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, I wanna do this long term with you guys, right? Of course, it's the same way. When we want to build that relationship and see if we're a good fit. But um, just so we can get warmed up, I don't want to just start deploying, massive positions and then screw up in a trade, and you're like, this guy sucks, get him off our books. No, we don't want that. I want to build this account to, and prove myself that, hey, we'll start with the, whatever amount that we can buying power wise, and then just slowly build off of that, because I don't want to blow up in one week, and next thing you know, I'm off the. Mhm. Right. Right. Mhm. 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 Yes. So basically, what I'm currently using right now, is I have the level 2 with the hot resume imbalance, posted. Also being able to see all the company fundamentals, like the floats, shares outstanding, short interest, liabilities, and all that stuff. That's standard, right? With the 239 on DOS. On DOS, yes. Mhm. Mhm. Got it. Okay. And then let's see. So you guys are using Sterling Trader. That's a platform, right? Now the broker itself, who's the broker itself that holds the funds? Precision. Okay, I've heard of Precision. Yeah. No, I've heard of that, the name itself. Not know them personally. Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of it from other people. Oh wow. Okay. I like that. And you guys have a tutorial for the Sterling platform to get set up, right? Because I mean, I'll work on it all day. Yeah, I'm ready to get started. I've been shopping around, and Jojo, I've been talking with him on Twitter for a while now, and I didn't know he was with a prop firm. I've actually interviewed and applied for SMB, and SMB's process was a little bit more of a hoop. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, as long. Mhm. Mhm. I see. Okay. Right on. So let me see. So do you trade yourself on during market hours, or mainly you just do risk management? Gotcha. Right. Yeah, more like a swing trade or something. Yeah. So another question I'm thinking of is, okay, so if we start with a $30,000 account, or funded, right? What does the buying power look like for that example? And obviously there's a risk max loss and all that stuff, but what would the buying power be? Okay. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Right. Okay. That's good. That's good. I like that. No more than a million. I wouldn't want, $10 million, get too comfortable with that until, again, I'm looking at this long term, right? Because one mistake on a $10 million, position or buying power is significant. Mhm. Right. 43.19.5. Okay. And the current price is 43.22. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried that dark limit order that I showed you on that screenshot, and it didn't fill my order on AMC. It literally blew right through, and it didn't fill it. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so should that have been market? Ah, I see, I see. Mhm. Okay, gotcha. Okay. No, I haven't really messed with any other routes besides Arca. Okay. Yeah, we don't have that on DOS. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to try that out. Okay. Mhm. Yep, I see that. Okay. 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 Do you have like a form that you want me to fill out, or just my two pieces of IDs, and what else would you need? Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then okay, so I got the 80/20 split, and we can move, work our way up from there into a different deal, and then 239 a month, and then on the draw, like let's say like how often am I able to request for a draw? Okay. 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 Within 7. Okay. 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 Makes sense. Mhm. Wow. I like that. That sounds. No, I do like that, Michael, because I'm more in person as well. Because my background is real estate. I invest in real estate and flip houses and whatnot, and I do a lot of in person interaction. And with what you just said right there means a lot, and that's a strong way to build a relationship. Yeah, well, I cracked about 20,000 in most days. It's gonna be very soon if this works out good, and I mean you'll see. And another thing that I will, because sometimes, as a scalper, as a human being, we do get emotional, and my trades are not 100% perfect, but if you see anything that you feel like I can improve on, I'm very open minded when it comes to coaching and learning something that I'm missing out, or even just seeing my emotional spikes in a abnormal trade, and you're like, all right, you need to adjust here a little bit. I'm open to that, and I'm very coachable. Mhm. 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 Okay, that sounds good because I do have a pretty decent following and I coach people and they already know I'm already shopping around on with prop firms because again my goal is to scale, right. I've been full time for over a year now, been trading for over 3 years, and so like I've been all personal capital all this year. It's not I'm not quite rich yet, but I can see the light. The so if we have a 30K starter and $1 million account, I mean 5K I'm okay with. Yeah, I don't need to swing the bat. You'll see. Like again, for me, like I'm working with you guys. This is all new to me to get with a prop firm, and my goal is long term, right? If I blow up my account personally by myself, like I can just shove it off and then refund, reload my account. Yep. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I'm open to it. If you feel like that's the best way, I'll go 2,000 max loss. I'm okay with that. Um, and you said you guys don't have hotkeys with Sterling, so you guys have hot buttons. Perfect. I'm used to the hot buttons because like the keyboard tends to fumble on it. Perfect. Yep. It's all good. Yeah. Trust me, I'll be spending hours to customize this. Like my whole layout, I'm very like, I mean, my background is carpentry and construction, and I like things centered and equal. I'm very, specific about that. Okay. 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 Do you want me to send you over my email or what do you need? Okay. Perfect. Let's stay on Discord because I use Discord all day. Mhm. Right. Private trend. Mhm. Yep. Okay. I'm okay with that, Michael. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Yeah, send me. Do you want me to just direct message you my email, or I can just put it right in I don't know, Discord? Okay. Okay. Let's see. I gotta add you as a friend first because they won't let me send it. Okay. Let me know if you got my message. There it is. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh man, this I my day looks like this. I trade, I nap, and I go to the gym, or I trade, I go to the gym, and then I nap. It's like The trading is where I want to be, man. Like I did real estate and I did 10-hour days of running around, and that was way too much for me. And I was like, once I found out trading and what the potential can be, I just went all in. I just shut down everything else, my real estate business and all that. Right. Oh, no, I like change. I love change. I don't like being in one spot or doing the same thing from what I did last year. Like it could be the same, but it needs to be growth and challenge along the way. Like that's just how I brought up. So that's why trading, it's a constant emotional cycle, and it's developed me mentally, beyond what other career I've been in. Yeah, no, I do like what you got to offer and how you guys running your program. The main thing is, I was looking for somebody that doesn't allow me to get reckless because I'm human and you know trading can get reckless. Okay, well that's good, man. Let's build it together and go for the long run. Okay, awesome. Yeah, just send me the documents that I need to fill out. I can get started on it right away. I've been ready, just to be honest with you. Talking with you, I'm very comfortable with getting started. I've already made up my mind that I was gonna join with a firm, and everything you presented so far sounds like I want to be a part of. So let's get started on it. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna head to the gym. All right, later, Michael.